What's up guys, today we're going to be testing a new product from Jet Blasters. This is called Zero and it's their new thread-on rifled barrel for the Alpha kit. It's meant to increase accuracy and the inside is 3D printed at 100% infill in SLA. The outside has a production coating for protection. One end of the scar is threaded, which just screws onto the end of the Alpha kit barrel. If you ever wondered what that thread's for, this is it. Some specs of the scar itself: it's equivalent to a 4-string scar, it has a 1/4 twist and the length is 70mm. Personally, I think 1/4 twist is a little aggressive. With the adjustable scar that I've got, I find that 1/8 twist is all you really need with worker darts. Let's head on over to the chronograph and see if the aggressive twist affects velocity too much. Today I'm going to be chronographing with worker generation 1 darts. And first up, I'll test with Zero. After 10 shots with Zero, we got an average of 156.9 and a range of 33. Now I'm going to remove Zero and show you what the blaster gets without it. After 10 shots of worker darts without a Zero, we got an average of 178.2 and a range of only 12. In summary of the chronograph readings, it looks like having the Zero on creates a huge variation in FPS, and with an 8kg turf spring you lose 22 FPS. I've tested other scar barrels before, such as Blastertech, and they don't lose anywhere near as much or introduce as much variation as this does. However, let's see if the accuracy test redeems it. But before we get to the accuracy test, I want to show you one issue with Zero. Well, it's not an issue specifically with Zero, but it's an issue with all threaded scar barrels that are 3D printed that I've tried before. You'll notice as I thread it on, it's very loose. You can wobble it up and down as you screw it in. This wobbling doesn't stop up until the point that you can no longer thread the scar barrel on anymore. This means unless you're very careful, the Zero or whatever other threaded scar barrel you're trying to thread on will sometimes sit slightly to the left, slightly to the right, which is going to throw off your shots. I'm going to demonstrate that for you now. You'll notice that all of these shots go a few feet to the right, even though I zeroed the Zero last night and took it off. Whoa, that's shooting to the right. Shooting horribly to the right. Okay. Tighten that on tighter. I think that might be about where I had it sighted. Nope, that's going even more to the right now. More to the right. Hopefully that bloody thing's straight now. Let's take some shots of the pole, just to make sure we've got this thing on straight. Okay, looks like it's on straight now. Let's try the cans. Too high. Try lower. I went low and to the right. Low and to the right. Low. Alright, let's aim higher then. There's one. I was aiming on where the blue of the lid of the spar starts. There's two. Just too low. Low again. Some of these are losing a lot of velocity. There we go. I'd have to say this is not as accurate as the Blaster Tech Scar. To summarise my thoughts on Jet Blaster Zero, I would give this one a miss. At least with worker darts, it's affecting the velocity way too much. It's also adding a lot of inconsistencies to the velocity, so if you're aiming at someone, a shot may go over their head or at their feet, even though you're expecting it to go centre mass. There's also that threading on alignment issue which I seem to be experiencing. So what would I recommend instead? Well, Jet Blaster sell their Zero for 31 Australian dollars or 25 US, and comparing it to other things on the market, the Blaster Tech Scar is $15 US or $19.80 Australian. That's $10 less. That's a fully adjustable scar to whatever twist you like. It has barrel porting to vent any excess muzzle blast, and there's now a 16mm universal version of it, which will fit onto Artifact, Jet Blaster's Alpha Kit, or Australian PVC conduit, simply friction fitting it with electrical tape. For $10 less, I'll leave the choice up to you. As always, thank you for watching.